At the beginning of the year, I set myself a goal to read more art-related books, and I recently went to the library and found this little gem. I think I had heard of it before but never actually read it. I found it so inspiring and I wanted to share some of the thoughts and ideas from the book, especially on how they could help motivate you either to start your own small art business or to give the one you've already got a big boost. Firstly, just to clarify, Kleon isn't telling you to literally steal anyone's work. Instead, his main advice is to steal, in inverted commas, from your influences and make them your own. We all have our favourite artists, writers, musicians, or creators who inspire us. But instead of just copying their exact style, take bits and pieces of what you love about their work and blend it into your own unique voice. When you're running a small art business, this is especially useful. It's hard to feel original or confident when you're just starting out, but if you take inspiration from other artists, whether that's their creative techniques, themes from their branding, or even how they make and edit their YouTube videos, for example, you'll find your own creative spark. It's about learning from the best and adding your own unique flair. The first big takeaway from Still Like an Artist is giving yourself permission to look up to other creators. Don't stress too much about trying to come up with something totally original. When it comes to your art business, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Instead, grab a little inspiration from here and there and mix it into something that feels fresh. Whether it's the way your favourite artist uses colour or how someone else promotes their work online. As Kleon says, you're a mashup of everything you let into your life, and it's your job to gather good ideas. This next one really hits home. Kleon argues that waiting for permission to create, share, or sell your work is a waste of time. When you're building a small art business, you don't need anyone's approval to get started. Just go for it. Share your artwork online, tell your story, and put your products out there. You'll learn and improve as you go, so why wait for some magical moment of readiness? This advice is great for artists starting a business. It's so easy to get caught up in waiting for the perfect piece, the perfect moment, or the perfect setup. You might be scared to start. That's natural. It's called imposter syndrome, but that's just fear talking. The sooner you start, the sooner you can start making progress, and that is what matters most. As Kleon says, either pretend to be something you're not until you are, or pretend to be making something until you actually make something. Kleon makes a brilliant point about the value of side projects. He encourages creators to keep working on personal projects even if they don't directly relate to your main work. These little side projects give you the freedom to explore new ideas, techniques, and concepts that might just spill over into your art business. For artists, side projects could mean trying out a new medium or even something as simple as designing a fun social media post or taking part in a daily drawing challenge and sharing it with the world. Sometimes it's the things you think are just a little bit of playful messing around that end up really taking off. It's also so important to have a hobby. Art used to be my hobby, and it's been key for me recently to find other things that are just for me, things that make me happy. These hobbies and side projects don't need to be perfect or even profitable. The point is to keep things fun, fresh, and exciting. We've probably all heard it before, but inspiration comes when you're working, not when you're sitting around waiting for it. Kleon drives this point home by reminding us that the most successful creators are the ones who show up, do the work, and stick with it, even on the tough days. There will be times when you question whether your art is, in inverted commas again, good enough, but the key is to keep creating. As Kleon says, make stuff every day, fail, and get better. This is a crucial piece of advice when you're running your art business. It's easy to get discouraged, especially if sales aren't as high as you'd hoped or if you're facing tough competition. But the secret is consistency and persistence. If you keep producing, refining, and putting yourself out there, you'll keep getting better and the opportunities will follow. Long gone are the days when you had to live in a big city to get noticed as an artist. With the internet, you can now build a successful art business from anywhere, whether you're in a busy city or a quiet countryside. The key is using online platforms like Instagram, Etsy, and your own website to connect with a global audience, share your work, and even sell your creations. For artists running a business, this is a game changer. You no longer have to worry about competing in a local scene or moving to a creative hub. Instead, focus on building a personal brand and an online presence that resonates with your target audience. Being away from the hustle of big cities can even work in your favour, giving you more room to focus on your art and less distraction from competition. Kleon highlights the importance of kindness and building a network. His core message here is that the world, especially the art world, is much smaller than we think, and being nice can open doors. In the context of growing an art business, this is invaluable advice. Whilst talent is important, being a good person who is generous with their time and supportive of others can create lasting connections. People will remember when you're easy to work with, which can help lead to future opportunities. One of Kleon's biggest pieces of advice is for artists to be organised. This might not seem as exciting as talking about creativity, but trust me, because I've been there, it's a game changer when it comes to managing your business. Whether it's tracking your finances, keeping a structured to-do list, or scheduling social media posts, organisation can help you stay on top of your game. Being organised means you can focus on what matters most, your art. So get yourself a planner, a spreadsheet, or whatever tools work best for you. It will keep you focused, minimise stress, and help you build a solid foundation for your business. And let's not forget the importance of rest. Creativity can burn you out if you don't take time to recharge. Kleon stresses that downtime is crucial for making room for new ideas. When you're working hard to grow your business, it's easy to forget that stepping back is just as important as stepping forward. You'll come back feeling refreshed and with new energy to tackle your next big project. Whether you're struggling with confidence, inspiration, or finding your own unique niche, Kleon's words will help you realise that you don't have to start from scratch. There's a whole world of ideas to borrow from. Just make sure you add your own unique twist. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you do have any other book recommendations, then please drop them in the comments below. This is going to be my year of doing lots of reading. And as Kleon says, collect books, even the ones you don't plan on reading right away. An unread library is one of the best things you can have.